This is a story. This is Richmond. It's related to our story, but it doesn't start here. The story starts on a train. I mean, why not a train? You don't have to drive and you can drink. You can drink a lot. It's a nice way to get from A to B without a care in the world. Oh yeah, did I mention? We're all dead. And you know all that afterlife crap they give you? Well, turns out things are a little different than that.
Hi, everybody. We here at McStabber Studios appreciate you tuning in to see our tabletop RPG streams. Some of the content of our streams may be a bit mature and cause emotional responses in viewers. We really take the well-being of our viewers very seriously, and we want you to do what you need to if something triggers you. Mute the stream, take a break, or just skip an episode. Otherwise, if you decide to stay tuned in, we are available in chat during the streams to talk you through it if you need that. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy this game session.
Jason Carl. Jason Carl. Jason Carl.
Let's tell a vampire story.
Good evening, everyone. It's your boy, To a Chicken, bringing you the Kindred news. Down in New Orleans, it seems the prince owes the Coterie a boon. And now all the power players want to try to curry favor with them. I wonder what they're gonna get from that. If you want to hear more, you should go over to Sanguine_Nights. Up in Vancouver, it seems rumor has it that wandering gangrel is in town, Beckett. I wonder what he's gonna get into. And in D.C., there's just a car in town. And I even heard Gregory has fallen. But it's all right, because the lady in white is around town and she'll save us, I'm sure. Today's sponsor is Luca Blood Labs because, well, we love our blood.
Free-range, ethically sourced, cruelty-free, certified humane, organic blood products. Delivered by our conscientious and discreet private fleet.
Secret.
We make sure our stock is local, sustainable, and diverse enough to suit even the most discriminating tastes.
Tastes.
Aluka Blood Product Services. Tapping the potential of blood.
For years, Washington, D.C. was a Camarilla city under the rule of Marcus Vitel. But when it was revealed he was a La Sombra instead of the Ventrue he had claimed to be, the Tower sentenced him to final death. But with Kindred, things are not always as they seem, and he survived his sentence only to return a decade later to seize the city from both the Camarilla and the Sabbat. It was during his second rule that the Coterie arrived to the city. Lily Sanger, a descendant of the Toreador Helena and owner of the Succubus Club. Steve Perry, a caitiff who only recently found out he holds flawed La Sombra blood. Locke, a gangrel raised on the streets and now owner of the bar Purgatory. And until recently, Quartermain, the Nosferatu who is now exiled from D.C. and never to return. The Coterie has been instrumental in restoring the city to Camarilla rule under the praxis of Nosferatu Stanford Warwick. Vitale relocated to Baltimore, where he has established his rule over the formerly anarch city. Things are far from idyllic under Stanford's rule, and events have been set in motion for his praxis to end. The question remains, does it matter who rules when there are powerful elders maneuvering their pieces for their own ends?
Good evening, and welcome to McStabber Studios DC by Night. I'm the storyteller, Shanky McStabber.
And I'm Relyn Dare, Shanky's wife, and I'm playing Lily Sanger, Clan Toreador.
I'm Lance. I'm playing Brian Miller, caitiff, servant of Sybil, and child of Esmeralda.
I'm Locke. I'm Katie. I play Locke, and I am the owner of Purgatory.
It's odd when you've played a game so long, you start to
identify as your
become
character.
your character. It's funny. And when we last met at the table here as a group, you had a visit from a Justicar who said some things that could be interpreted as a threat. Maybe not. It all depends, of course. For some members of the Coterie, they seem to not think it was a threat. And then, as Locke puts it, it's not just the words that are said or what wasn't said, it was how it was said that a lot of times tells you the events of the night. And we're going to skip a few nights from this because in that period of time, Lily had a visit and Locke and Steve had a visit to the Madam, and everyone's had that happen, and we're going to let the Coterie, I assume they're going to want to convene to talk about what each of them have seen in their intervening time between now and previous session.
Lily's going to go to Purgatory.
Is Locke getting a warning?
Yeah, Lily, as she has roused, which we have to do rouse checks, yes?
Yep, rouse check for your waking, of course.
I did not succeed, so I'm at 2 hunger.
Okay.
I too failed.
Okay.
That too.
I failed too. Yay!
I text ahead and I say, you got any drunk yuppies in your place tonight?
I can make one happen.
I'll be on my way.
Okay. And she's like, yuppies, that's so cute. And she... Yeah, our yuppies doing that thing. She's an older generation, I understand. But yeah, we're going to have the drunk hipster program enacted. Have one ready for her. Make sure he's cute.
Make sure he's cute.
That's not a problem. They want, I mean, you're in Adams Morgan. They wander in.
Yeah.
There's always a new one that doesn't know that not to walk in that bar. Always a new one. And does anyone tell Steve that people are gathering at Purgatory? There's the real question. That's pretty funny.
Well, if Steve texts either of us to say, can we meet up? I'll be like, I'm heading over to Purgatory.
Well, I mean, I imagine, it would seem like a good place for Steve and Esmeralda have to be their hangout place,
Okay, that is a good place.
Oh, no, it's
that is. Actually, that's a good idea.
My club's closed tonight, so I'm going out. And
yeah, it's a night that
after the recent events I've had, I need to get drunk.
It's a night that you had actually arranged for Esmeralda to meet you at Purgatory.
Right.
So you would be heading there anyway. Of course, Locke, you would know this.
Yeah.
Because you've seen them together there a couple times here lately.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you didn't know if they were a thing. Really a thing, because they don't seem like a couple, but they're at least talking.
They're not a thing?
Yeah, not a thing.
They're not violent. That's nice.
That's yeah.
Yeah, she's not running in fear as he throws black clouds around your bar anymore. So I will let Steve gets there probably. Well, I don't know who would arrive first, Steve or Lily.
Lily.
Lily would, I'm pretty sure.
Lily would.
She's not staying in her condo.
That's right.
Not since Waylon and Raphael are gone.
So, Lily arrives at Purgatory, and I will let Locke and Lily have the scene. And Steve, you just say when you're ready to have appeared to make it to the club, to put yourself in the scene, and I will let you have it.
All right.
Okay, so I have Scott drop me off, and I just tell him I'll text him when I need picked up.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, she's got a parking area, but...
Yeah, you don't need to wait around for me.
Okay, I'll go grab some food, and then
Okay.
if you haven't texted me, I'll just go back to the club.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
And I nod to the guys hanging around outside.
Of course, as always, it's odd. There's 3 or 4 Vikings out front smoking a cigarette.
I just barely give them a smirk and walk in the door.
But they know who you are now, and you're one of the people that Locke has made clear that is allowed to come in. And so they don't say anything, just give you a nod and go back to their smoke, talking about motorcycles tonight.
I may make a comment on the motorcycles they're talking about.
Well, they're talking about the Harleys.
Yeah.
They're debating whether to get the latest 2019 model or not.
The 2017 was better.
Because we're nearing, it's fall of 2018 for this chronicle, and that means the 2019 models are out.
And I walk in. Okay, so when I walk in?
When you walk in, of course, Locke is out front. It's early in the night, so she's circulating out front, making sure she's saying hi to the Vikings, poking fun at Sweet a little.
Drinking a beer.
Jack is not on the bar tonight. There's a blonde guy you don't recognize.
Okay.
But Locke's told you that she has a couple other people when Jack takes a night off, so. But he's also aware of the situation of how the bar runs.
Okay. And Lily just walks in and doesn't really say anything.
Lily, you notice that the dartboard is back in the back of the club with a picture of Vitel on the dartboard again.
Tradition. Back room?
Yeah.
Probably back room. It takes her, leads her to the back.
Okay, I go.
The back room, it's a separate part of the bar with a closed door that is a lot more private. It's where the kindred can speak and generally hang out without fear. Of course, it's early in the night, so there's not really anybody gathered yet in there. But Locke, you are aware that Steve and Esmeralda are supposed to be coming by tonight at some point. They're supposed to meet up, but they haven't arrived yet.
You okay?
I need a drink. Only I can't drink like you can.
I know. And she'll text up to Bob up front and, say, hey, is our hipster ready yet?
Not yet, but Swede's working him. They're having a drinking competition. Well, he doesn't know it's a drinking competition, comes back. They're doing a sampling of craft ales, and then there's a wink emoji.
He'll be ready in a minute, trust me. Swede's working on him.
Okay, perfect. How I am can wait. How are you?
Steve will be here in a little bit, so I could technically wait for him to share this news since we learned it together, but fuck that.
Thanks, Bob.
Because Esmeralda will be here at that point, and then we can't talk.
Yeah.
Karina's going to be so pissed at you. Because you're getting your way.
Of course I am.
So, at least confirmed by somebody who knows shit all the time.
Did the madam tell you?
Yeah. It was where we came out of it without losing our minds or making any weird deals.
That's good.
So, yeah.
That's good.
It was a good visit. But yeah.
Okay, so Karina's going to be Prince, and yeah, she'll be pissed at me, but she'll get over it.
She'll probably give you some weird court position that'll be annoying.
Oh, that would be funny.
Although I think they're supposed to be bringing the whole court with them, so maybe not. I don't know.
At this point, it's not like I care.
Yeah, I just I don't want a position again.
I get it.
Okay, then I show up.
So, Steve, though actually Steve, because that's what he hasn't really told Lily the full deal that he's
I don't know him as Brian. I know him as Steve.
Yeah, I mean, even Locke calls him Steve still a bit, even though she updated her contact list. Steve walks in looking, cleaned up nicely, like he's here to meet somebody.
Oh, hey guys. How's it going?
Hey.
I told her about the Karina thing.
Oh, cool. Did you tell her about the choice that has to be made?
Oh, yeah. No, I hadn't gotten there yet.
We should probably talk about that.
We should talk about that part. That part is before drinking.
Yeah.
You go ahead. I will fuck it up.
Oh, we're both going to do that.
And Lily just looks as apathetic as fucking possible.
Well, Karina, I just heard the tail end of you guys talking about that. Locke, you remember, Madam said that Karina will be the prince, but she has to make a choice between a Justicar and
a quartet.
Yeah.
Lily leans back.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that bastard was going to come get me. The choice between the Justicar and the Blood Dead is because I used extortion on Stanford and someone ratted me out. The Justicar is going to come for me. And Karina owes all three of us a life boon for saving her ass. Oh well. Fuck it. It is what it is. I'll face the music, it doesn't matter.
If it makes you feel any better, both Locke and I also have a choice to make, but she wasn't able to really elucidate or go into a lot of detail on what it was. She didn't know.
Oh, well, whatever it is, it's her, so it's not going to be good.
Right.
No. The smart money would be on just fucking leaving, but...
Yeah.
Well, if there's a Justicar gunning for me, I won't be able to.
That's true. That's very true. Your best bet is staying and hoping that she picks the Blood Dead.
Yeah. So, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Is my drink ready?
Oh, I checked again. Is the drink ready? We need a drink.
Why, yes, the drink is ready.
All right, cool.
And Swede brings back a dude that is, he's pure hipster. Fedora.
Fantastic.
Goatee. Handlebar mustache, kind of pulled out, all well-groomed.
You want me to take this somewhere private, Locke?
Yeah, upstairs there's a place that for people that get, too drunk, where they can crash out. It's a service that we provide.
I look at him. You're cute enough. Come with me, darling.
Ooh. You're kind of hot. Okay, we can do this.
Okay.
And as you're starting to go up, he's like, I really liked the craft beers. It was real good.
Were they?
I was drinking those before. It was cool. And now it's kind of losing its thing. But,
okay, you're ruining it with your mouth. Shut up.
And Lily takes him upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to roll manipulation and...
Is it my hunting roll?
You can use your hunting roll if you want.
Okay, it's manipulation and persuasion.
You can use your hunting roll.
Four, 5, 6, 7 with a crit.
7 with a crit. Okay. So, yeah, it's not a problem to convince him to to let you start making out with him.
Uh-huh.
And so you drink. How much do you take?
I take one.
One?
That's all I can take without killing him. I'm not going to kill people in Locke's establishment.
And as you start to drink, of course, you can... I mean, he's really drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So you can feel the alcohol
Good.
in your
I'm
system.
buzzed.
And you get a good buzz. Now, of course, there's no resonance in his blood from this because the alcohol has really fucked with his resonance.
That's fine.
Screwed him all up. But he thinks you're doing some sort of kinky act on him, biting on him.
I'll hit him up with lingering kiss.
Okay. He is now going to be an addict. And what do you do after you're done?
Ask him his name.
Andre?
I'll give him a card.
When can I see? Oh, Succubus Club? I mean, it's not normally where I go, but...
Dress nice.
Sure. I mean, fedora? Can I bring the fedora?
Fedoras are fine. As long as you can pull it off.
As long as, I mean, I get to see you again, that's fine. That's all I care about.
Yeah, you can find me there.
What are you going to do now? I mean, can I hang out with you for a little while?
No, go home. Sleep it off. Need me to call you a car?
No, I actually just live up the street, you know.
Okay.
And he kind of looks dejected and kind of sad, but does what you say. Of course, you've seen the effects of lingering kiss on mortals before, and they generally do what you say.
And I
when they've
walk
been
out
hit.
of the room. Go back into the back room. Thanks, Locke. I feel better now.
And while she's gone, Locke will just say one thing to Steve. She's in a fucking mood.
I can
She came in and
that.
wanted a drink.
Lily wanted a drink?
Lily wanted a drink from one of my people, which are normally like, you know, she likes prettier people. She was not picky, so something's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that is a little odd for her.
Yeah, so just, you know, be nice.
When am I not nice to Lily?
I
I mean, I do stupid shit, but, you know, I'm nice.
Just be nice.
I can do that.
Okay.
And it's only, Lily's only gone like 20 minutes. She worked him up a bit.
Yeah.
Then she comes down and
I sit back down in my chair and I'm a little bit more relaxed.
You're not used to seeing her like this, where you can see she's a little tipsy, a little bit more relaxed than she was when she came in, of course.
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I have news. Sorry, I needed a little liquid courage to be able to say it. And Ivan came to see me.
Okay.
I want to roll Sense the Unseen real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Just to make sure we are alone.
Go ahead, roll Sense the Unseen. So if you really wanted a spirit check, the one to ask is
Hey,
Steve.
Steve, do you think you can check around too?
Sure, absolutely.
As she's rolling that, Steve, your eyes go completely black. And you look around. 5. You look around and not a sign of a spirit.
Looks all clear.
Yeah, the room opens up and not a haze or nothing. And Lily doesn't see any sign of anything hidden in the room. No Nosferatu, no spirits. Now, you're used to seeing spirits once in a while, but strangely, not a single one.
Okay. Velois and Cone are dead. Grigori's dead.
What? How? What happened?
There was a black spiral dancer that Velois and Cone were fighting, and then Angelique, Ivan, and Grigori went to go to attack Velois.
What?
And so they worked down the black spiral dancer, but also worked down Cone and Velois. And lost Grigori in the process. Ivan and Angelique are taking a vacation. They know the Justicar.
they know him?
By somewhat reputation, but yes, familiar with him. They're from Russia.
Okay.
And so is the Justicar.
Right.
He is rumored to be Kaitif, old Kaitif. He is intelligent, dangerous, patient. So basically, yeah, that's what I have coming for me. Yay. Also, I hate to be the bearer of even worse news. Sam has walked into the sun.
When?
This morning.
Oh.
He came to see me last night. And we talked and sat until nearly sunrise. And then he left.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry
I know
too,
you like
Lily.
that.
Oh, I'm sorry for you. He did tell me to tell you, Steve, that he hopes you find your peace and that you regain your memories. Also, he knew Granger was dead.
Oh.
Not
Was it the Malkavian thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So very likely Norton knows too.
Right.
Did he know details?
How? No, I don't know. I don't know. I think the way he said it to me, it sounded like he just knew. It's like he could hear his voice was gone.
Okay.
Which is...
But I don't know how deeply connected he was. I've heard different rumors that some Malkavians can see more or be aware of more, and others are not.
Well, that could be interesting. I mean, he attacked us.
I know. It was justified no matter what, because he was trying to kill Steve.
Yeah.
So.
And there's no prince right now.
No.
So it's not like we could say, oh, we're just going to go tell the prince. And this is not a good paperwork time.
No, it's not. It's fine. I'm not too concerned about, I wouldn't even be concerned about Norton knowing. Norton is not a freaking threat.
I mean, even Norton was like, he's
a douchebag, but he's my friend.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so I'm not concerned about that, but I just wanted to make you aware. And
do you remember the other part of the message that Sam had said to give Brian?
What other part?
To remembering your past is important, and you should hold on to it. But also remember, you need to hold on to the memories you do have now, because that's what makes you who you are. If you get them all back, it's great. But if
Are you muted?
No, I'm not muted.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
If you get them all back, it's great. But if not, you are still made by the memories you do have. And that was
I wasn't going to remember all that.
Right, that was something. He explained it differently. He put it in a much shorter way because it's Ludlow.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the gist of it, that, you got to remember, though, who you've become. Your memories are part of that now. And how far are you going to go to try to get back what you were when you are what you are now?
Mm-hmm. Well, that explains why he didn't answer me. But
yeah.
Lily, I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah, it does. Totally matters. All of this matters.
I lose everyone, so it doesn't make any damn difference.
Well, yeah, we all lose people, but you can't, just like he said to him, says to you, if you get too obsessed about, like, I'm just going to lose people, then you turn into, like, you know, one of the fucking assholes that comes into town and doesn't care about killing half the city. Because, hey, they'll be dead anyway.
I haven't gone that far.
It's, you know what? I don't know how long of a walk it is for any of us, besides the fact that we're not super powerful.
So.
Now I need a drink. I wish these beers actually work. They don't actually do shit. They do taste like...
That's good to know. I thought you might have actually been getting something out of it.
No, I mean, what kind of, you know, it's a habit thing. I enjoy it. Like, okay, tacos, fucking awesome. They've done some amazing things with taco technology in the past 24 years. But, you know, yeah, you can't actually get drunk. You know, you still need to... So Esmeralda put it smarter. It's like they have to make it, put it in their blood so you can enjoy that part of it.
Guy's name was Andre, right? Okay. Andre did the trick. I'm just saying. He'll be coming around the club to see me.
Oh, you okay? He liked what he got a taste of himself. Okay. Poor boy.
What is it you called it, dear? Bang banging?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, Locke, speaking of Esmeralda, when she comes.
What?
When Esmeralda comes by tonight, there is potential of, you know, something happening, because I plan to ask her about where a certain thing is, if she's seen it.
Okay.
I'm not sure how she's going to react to that.
So, what particular handling of said situation do you want?
Do I need to leave the room so y'all can discuss something that you don't want me to know?
Or do I need to be ready to jump
We're
in?
not trying to hide it from you, Lily. The axe that Art was wielding.
Oh, you don't want to get that.
The madam wants it.
Well, so what? She can go get it her fucking self.
We are kind of that.
Yeah, well, you know what? No. No. Fuck that. You don't want that. You don't want to go, because you know he's keeping it in Dorian's castle.
Well, yeah.
You don't want to go up in there. I'm not going up in there to get it. Okay.
But Esmeralda lives in there.
You think she's going to want to touch that thing?
No, I'm sure she's not going to want to.
I at least want to know where it is, because it's very dangerous and bad. And now I'm even more worried, because originally, before all of this shit happened, I was going to go to Velois, and ask him if the arrangement could be made where the X could go to, I don't know, it wasn't the Pentagon house, you know, the parallelogram house, whatever they had set up, and send it over there, because I don't like it being out there.
Well, see, that's the thing. If it goes to the madam, it's in good safekeeping.
Yeah, she can put
While I get that, are you going to go tell Dorian that you're going to take it?
Oh, hell no.
Esmeralda's not going to be... I don't think she could touch it. She's too humane.
I had thought about that. Well, Locke, where the axe used to hang, do you ever feel any... And is there any remnants of its presence hanging out there on the wall?
I don't know. And she gets up and she goes over to go check.
Okay, then you go out into the other part of the bar.
And I do science and I touch the wall.
Slight tingle when you touch where it used to be.
I don't like that. She goes back in and she's like, yeah, it tingles.
What kind of tingle?
You want me to go take a look at it?
I think we need eyeballs on it. I don't think we need your eyeballs unless you've got sunglasses. But I think taking a look at the spot would be a good thing.
Show me where it is.
Okay, she'll take it.
The board is still up there. It's just not mounted to anything.
I'm not that familiar with this bar. I don't hang out
I've
here.
been in there once and and actually I think the axe was not there the one time we've been there.
No, because Bjorn was gone.
Bjorn was already...
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So you go and she shows you a spot where it's clear an axe was hung. And though the axe hasn't been there since Locke took over, Locke, for some reason, you've not wanted to take the plaque where it was mounted. The board is still there, though you probably can't explain why you want to leave it up. You just can't bring yourself to take it down.
Okay, so I'm looking at it with Sense the Unseen, and I got 4.
There is a glow of some kind around it.
What color is the glow?
A light gold color around, actually, the board itself. seems to be, based on the way it's glowing, the glow is coming from behind the board, not the front-facing part.
Locke, move the board.
We've got. Hey guys, clear. And she has the bar
They're
cleared.
like, cool, yeah, we'll go for a smoke.
Cool, excellent.
And
One big-
all the Vikings go out for a smoke at once.
Like an exodus.
Yep. Make a willpower check, Locke.
Oh no! Oh no!
And by the way, of course, it's a new session. Everybody's willpower was fully restored.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is 5 plus 1.
Yep.
So. One success.
You go to try to pull it down, and your hands get close to it, and then you decide to leave it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk
Locke's
over.
like, yeah, and you can go ahead and tell them that you've decided to leave it.
Nope, and it would ruin the feng shui of this place, and she wants.
No, it really wouldn't. So I'm going to walk up to it and try.
Willpower check, please.
Okay, so that is willpower and 1/3 my humanity.
1/3 your humanity. That's correct.
6.
Now Locke knows why she hasn't wanted to take it down yet.
7, 8.
Because it's a bad idea.
It wants to stay where it is.
Uh-huh.
That is 4.
4. You go up and comes right off. I mean, you feel, you think twice about it as you get closer to it.
But I'm stubborn.
And once you get your hands on it, you really almost hung it back up. Almost.
I take
But
it
then
down.
you pull it off it's hung on a little nail.
Okay, what do I see behind it?
Symbols glowing.
Okay, what do the symbols look like?
They're a group of symbols.
Okay.
I mean, you can remember generally what they are.
Okay.
But it's obvious it's something magical. They might be burned in. It's hard to tell.
I'm going to run my fingers over them.
Okay. And your fingers tingle a bit. But it doesn't do anything to you.
Doesn't do anything to the symbols either?
Nope.
Interesting. Interesting.
And can Locke see the symbols?
You can see the symbols are in there. It's a dark brown color, burnt in maybe. Actually, you can roll. Everyone can roll intelligence. You can go
I'm
academics.
not gonna go get Brian and say, "Yo, Brian, it's
Can I Can I do intelligence occult?
Not to identify that. You can go academics. You can go streetwise. You can go medical if you wish.
It doesn't matter.
And Locke-
Streetwise int?
Yep, you can go intelligence streetwise for you, Locke.
Okay, and for me?
You can go intelligence streetwise, intelligence academic, and intelligence medical. You're trying to identify what substance might be.
I got 6.
You can go intelligence craft, Lance, because you'll be able to tell if it's burned in or not. Because your craft stuff,
Okay.
you've
Okay.
made things.
6.
Just
Six.
2.
2.
Oops, not that one. 2.
6. Looks like it might be dried blood.
That's blood.
Whose?
How would we know?
Well, right, but I'm just saying.
But it glows gold. It tingles when touched.
What kind of tingle?
It just tingles. It doesn't burn. It doesn't sting. It just tingles.
Yeah, you can just put your hand up there. You'll feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, put up my hand.
Put your hand up there, and there's a light tingle to it. It's not an unpleasant sensation. It's not a pleasant sensation. It's kind of a neutral tingle. It's a very odd feeling.
Okay, but it's not what I've experienced with.
Oblivion in weight? No.
No. Okay.
Nothing to do with the other side or any of your Oblivion dark powers.
Okay.
Do the symbols resemble anything I've ever seen?
That would be intelligence occult. And as you're trying to remember this, of course, suddenly a head pokes in the door. Locke, why is all the Vikings out front? It's Esmeralda coming in.
Oh, come on in.
I got 5 with a crit.
Come on in. Yeah, we're doing shady shit.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, Esmeralda.
And she kind of gets a grin, and she comes over and gives you a hug, and just a light brush of her lips across the other cheek, not the bad cheek. She's
Lily
learned
didn't
that.
even even acknowledge, didn't even look.
You've, they're vaguely familiar, but I mean, you're not sure.
Can I place them to any kind of era
Nope,
or? Okay.
Not really. And roll some dice here real quick.
Huh.
Esmeralda looks over after she gets done hugging Brian and is like, what is that?
I don't know.
I've seen that. I don't know where I've seen the symbols, but I've seen them somewhere. They're familiar, but I can't place it.
Well, that's where Bjorn's axe used to hang.
And you see a visible shiver run through her.
And it glows gold, tingles to the touch. And they seem vaguely familiar to me, too.
I know I've seen them somewhere. I don't know where.
You haven't happened, didn't I kind of just very low saying, whispered as Esmeralda, it's like, you don't happen to have seen the axe in the castle, have you?
She kind of looks at you and just... Now, you two didn't hear him whisper that. So.
Okay. Well,
you've got a note of what these are.
Yeah, I'll remember them.
She puts the thing back. Since this
It's
is
real
out.
easy to put it up. I mean, as soon as you hold it in your hand, Locke's like, I gotta hang this back up.
Yeah, which is funny because like somebody just really wanted it there.
Yep.
That's weird. I
Man,
mean,
it looks really good there.
It does. I'm not going to argue with that, but it just seems really weird.
It's meant to make you feel uncomfortable.
I wonder if it's also meant to like, well, the symbols are there. I'd love to know what they mean. If it was like an alarm, not system, but just a way to discourage it. So anybody.
I think it was a way to repel people from touching it.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, okay. All right.
And Esmeralda looks at us. So what's going on tonight? Anything? I mean, I know we're supposed to meet up here, Brian, but I mean, I see everyone's here. I mean, what's...
We can go back in the back. It's fine.
You're not in danger again, are you?
Yeah.
We're always in danger. But nothing out of the ordinary tonight.
What am I going to do with you?
Hopefully something good.
Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. You know there's a private room upstairs.
There really is.
And she looks at you and goes, we're not quite at that point yet.
No, I know.
We still have some business that we're going to work through.
Yeah, we do.
But
and
it involves you
and we will.
A certain amount of unspeakable things in your blood that you're not supposed to have.
That's not my fault. But we'll work on it.
It is. Flock's gonna go tell the Vikings to come back in and then go back.
And they all come back in and they're just kind of looking around trying to wonder. You hear one or two mumble about why did she get to come in and we had to stand out front?
She's hotter. She goes.
And you hear Swede, whose jaw is moving a little bit better. That's true. And you guys head back to the back room with Esmeralda with y'all. And so I mean, things are normal in the castle. I mean, Art, whatever you call him, still comes over all the time.
What's he like now? I mean, is he how different is he?
They don't talk philosophy anymore.
But they talk.
Oddly enough, I don't know. I'm not able to hear anymore. I used to be able to hear bits and pieces from quite a number of places, but now the acoustics have changed again, and I can't hear what they're talking about in the throne room. Some nights I can't even get to the throne room anymore.
Really?
Oh.
I can find my way out all the time, at least, and find my way to my room. But some nights that's all I can find.
So he's messing with the layout again.
Well, it's always changing, but I've never been able to control it. But it's like the best description would be it's like he's not quite as friendly towards me as he used to be, and I'm being locked out of portions, or he's trying to keep secrets. And I'm not allowed to see them.
Do you feel safe still there?
I mean, safer than I feel most other places. Obviously, he's not that hostile towards me, or I wouldn't even be able to find my rooms, or I wouldn't get out. But there are portions I can't. I mean, I used to be able to pretty much roam the place, and now I can't.
Your biological father can no longer hunt you.
And her head whips over. What do you mean?
He's dead.
Gotta check something here.
Oh.
Lily's drunk. She gives no shits.
There was a nicer way to say that.
And you see her visibly shake a bit, and her hands clench up. How do you know?
I obtained intelligence. That's verifiable.
It's funny, part of me is sad. And part of me wants to know where he died so I can spit on his corpse. It's conflicting. You didn't have anything to do with it, did you, Brian?
No, I did not.
None of us had anything to do with it.
Lily can roll.
Subterfuge?
Subterfuge, please.
You were flying around doing surveillance while during that Black Spider Dancer
and
movie.
She gets a little bit of a chagrined look on her face. I was just watching you. I was keeping an eye to make sure you guys were safe.
I got 8 with a crit.
Okay, she believes you. Because I really wasn't paying attention to the rest of the place. I was just watching to make sure you guys were all safe. And I saw what happened with Granger. I saw what happened with that other one that came and attacked y'all. But I didn't see what happened on the other part.
Did you see how Art was, what he was doing?
That was frightening. Did you... There was only oddity. I didn't have time to check it before it disappeared, but there was like a black area near you guys when you were standing there guard that I couldn't see through, that was there part of the night. Like a building not far from where you guys were. I wondered if it was that Victoria woman.
No, it was not her. It was the other one.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
Locke and I saw her.
You're still not planning to help her, are you?
I made an oath. I can't get away. But that doesn't mean that I have to do everything.
It's kind of like asking if you're planning on waking up tomorrow night. You don't really always get a choice.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't. Just don't.
I have been trying to don't for a long time.
let's leave, Steve. Let's go.
Where do you want to go?
I don't care. Let's just leave town in a few days. I get some of my stuff out. Let a couple of the only friends I have know that I'm gonna be gone, and then we can just jet. Just if you stay here, she's gonna have you. So
okay, let's do that.
Just give me a couple days to gather up what I need. Let the ones I know need to know, and gather a few things we might want to take with us, and we'll just, I don't know where, I don't care where. We'll just go somewhere. And I'm sorry, and she looks at Locke, and then she looks at Lily. I mean, if he stays, he's not gonna...
I have been making similar suggestions to people I thought might listen. It's not you, Steve. Sorry, you never listened to me.
I told him to take you and go. To run.
Because if he stays, he's going to do what she says. He's stubborn, like he's always been stubborn. And
no, really? And the sarcasm is thick.
No, that's the problem. He's not stubborn. That's the problem. He's curious.
Curiosity did kill the vampire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but satisfaction may bring it back.
I'll send you a text as soon as I get everything ready, and we can just go. You've got your car. We'll just drive somewhere. I'll just make arrangements. Got to get hold of some funds and some other things that we'll want to have with us.
You sure? I mean, I'm not that attached to the car. I mean, we could just go.
Well, we'll need it at least long enough to get a different car. I mean,
or we could take the train somewhere and just buy everything new when we get wherever we're going.
I was told that we should avoid the train station because of those camera thingies that rumor has it that they've started using to pick us off.
I can get y'all out.
I mean, that works too.
Because I thought I'd heard some of the route that goes down through Richmond would be safe.
I mean, if Lily has a way to get us out, well, I mean, is it safe? I don't know where we'll go, but...
No, we'll go with Lily. She good at that.
I don't know where we're going to go. We'll just go anywhere. Hell. Let's find it.
I won't even know where you go. You'll just go anywhere, so that way I can't be questioned.
We'll find a quiet space away from all this and just hide out for a bit. I mean...
And honestly, you don't even need money, trust me. I lived for so many years without money. It's easy. I'll write you a list of tips.
I want to get some things that makes us harder to find. I've got a friend that can help me out with that. Because with what is going on, if we don't want to be found, we're going to need to hide ourselves.
It's funny, I have an acquaintance too that can help in that regard. You don't happen to have any pictures of me as I was as Brian, do you?
No. Doreen took them.
Lily draws a sketch from her memory of a vision she had of someone standing on an island of bone.
Okay.
Do I have to do a roll for that?
Yes. Intelligence, and what would you like to use with that for recall? You could technically go performance. Because it's a drawing art. It's a type of art.
Mm-hmm. I'll do performance.
To see if you can get your hand properly draw what you remember.
Mm-hmm. I'll just do it on a napkin, on a bar napkin or something.
Okay.
Four, 5, 6, 7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you draw a picture. I mean, you think it's close to what you remember seeing. It's definitely not the man standing with you.
I hold it up and show her.
That's real close. That's real close. He had a bump in his nose, though. He broke his nose once.
I tweak it.
That's And the picture you're shown does not look anything like you. It's totally different.
I hand it to you, Steve, because that's what I know you as.
Right.
There you go. There's Brian.
And I would like to go by Brian.
Okay. Then Brian.
It's Brian, not Styx lead singer or something like that.
No, that was all the facade, and that wasn't even my choice.
I thought maybe that was the connecting thread to your past was my parents made me.
That was all made up. That was
okay. Good.
That was completely made up by Granger. I'm done with that. No.
So Brian, got it. I've already changed your contact.
Oh, thanks.
So you're wanting to get Mallory to help you out?
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's got his digits and all that.
Oh, she does.
Yeah. She's still been getting her hair done, even though he's supposed to be hiding.
He makes house calls.
Like I said, I'll get a friend of mine to make some things that will make it harder to be tracked, and then we'll get Mallory to help you out.
Do you know Mallory? Oh, right.
Did I look like this?
That's right. That's right. I remember Locke mentioning.
Well, you saw me one night before, and then
Right.
That's why I went back to what I used to look like. I hoped it would make you remember me, I guess.
Well, it certainly has had an effect.
And she laughs a bit, and she goes, I'm going to go and start getting what I need to get done. I've got to find Ralph. I know he's around somewhere. He's just a pain in the ass, hiding all the time. But he should be able to help me. Maybe I'll find Bria and get some new identities thrown together to us.
All right, let's do this.
And she gives you another hug, and this time she actually gives you a kiss on the cheek, and she leaves Purgatory, leaving the Coterie together in the back room.
So, were you telling the truth, or are you lying to her?
About?
And she just looks at Lily like, can you believe this? Are you actually, leaving?
Yeah. Yes, I think I am.
Locke the Gullible looks at Lily for a check.
Yes. Because, I've with the loss of, Sam, and Granger's gone, and, I've been thinking a lot about, what's going on with me.
I think you should leave. I think anybody who can leave should leave.
If I can, I'd like to get out of this. Whether I'm going to be allowed to leave, that's a completely different question.
Yeah. Yeah.
It always is, isn't it?
But if you don't try, you don't get.
No, you don't. So I'd normally be the first to run. But
that is Locke's way of surviving normally.
I just have so many idiots in my life who won't run now, and I've got a bar, and it's hard.
One of which is not here tonight because he went to go get his motorcycle and bring it over to the bar. He figures since he's staying here, he might as well bring his bike. So what's the Coterie planning? Y'all just going to sit at Locke's bar the rest of the night?
No, Lily's going to head back. She's going to text Scott to come get her.
Okay. Be there in a bit, ma'am.
And I look at Brian and say, I'm going to make arrangements so that when you're ready, the plane will be ready.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you.
And so, what is Locke doing the rest of the night?
I don't know what Brian has left to do, but this might be the last night they can actually hang out for a little bit. So, put something stupid on the TV in the back. She gets another beer, orders some tacos.
and you just sit and have a chat with Brian, talking about, the good old days and what all's happened in the city since you've been together.
Yeah.
And we're going to go on break right here with Lily heading back to her club so she can make arrangements with
All I'm going to do is have Thomas handle it.
Get the private jet that you've actually done before, you've used before.
Mm-hmm. And this point, I've bought it.
You've got enough dots and resource.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we're going to go to break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. So everyone, please enjoy.
Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. I've always been the hunter, nothing on my tail. But there was something in you I knew could make that change. To capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. You have to become an equal in every way. So look in the mirror and tell me, who do you see? Is it still you, or is it me? Become the beast, we don't have to hide. Do I terrify you, or do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you, or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. So embrace the darkness, and I will help you see that you can be limitless and fearless if you follow me. We are the lions in a world of lies. We are the predators, the hunters, the hunters, the hunters. Become the beast, we don't have to hide. Do I terrify you, or do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you, or do you feel alive? my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin to burrow within, to burrow within. Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Allow me to introduce myself, though I fear you've heard my name, and that you've heard the story of Countess Bathory. History is told by the victors, heroic warriors, and mad kings. Will you hear my story from the lips of Bathory? They call me blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, beautiful, drinking the blood of virgins, beautiful, the blood countess. Who is she really? Who is she really? Blood countess. Who is she really? Is she blood Bathory? I was very wealthy and powerful, a widow with political rivals keen to destroy me and take my property. My plea was never offered, all my confessors were all tortured, or how they destroyed me for my property. They put me up, shut me up, shut me up, put me up, shut me up, and told a story of a bitch called Bathory, blood-sucking demon, queen of hell, sadistic killer, a monster tale, bathing in the blood of virgins, beautiful,
welcome back. Before the break, the Coterie gathered in Purgatory, which I think for Locke was a surreal experience in some ways, because normally the Coterie gatherings were all at Succubus Club, but now that she's got her own place, there's other places to have Coterie meetings. And had an interesting talk with Esmeralda, and Brian and Esmeralda have decided, at Esmeralda's suggestion, it's time to leave the city. And Lily had gone back to just let Thomas know.
To make arrangements, don't let me know where.
To make arrangements. And the rest of this night goes without any real incident. Locke and Steve reminisce about the times and talk about, the future, and just have a Locke and Steve time. As it gets close to dawn, though, Bloodlicker does come into the bar, and she comes to the back, and she comes looking for Locke specifically and says, Mother wants you to come by tomorrow night. Anytime is fine. Everyone knows to not fuck with you guys, but she wants to speak with you, and if you want to bring your friends, she said the invitation's open to your pack, though I know you don't call it a pack, but Mother doesn't change in what she calls everything, so she said it's open to your pack.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be there.
I'll let her know. And she gives you a little wink. She's like, Tabitha been by tonight?
No, actually.
Okay, I wasn't sure. She was running around doing... She was wanting to go by Norton's place and grab the last of her stuff that was still there to move it back into my place. It's official. She's living with me now. That's just,
No, that's great. Sure. Okay, cool. No, that's, so anyway, and she just texts, Tabitha real fast, you okay? Question mark.
Yep. Just unloading the last of the stuff to the house.
Okay. Let me
she
know.
Texts back, is BL there?
Yeah.
Okay, tell her I got my stuff.
I'll tell your girlfriend what you said. She says, yeah, she says she's got her stuff. She's on her way.
And you get a text back, GF question mark. We're just roommates.
Yeah, okay.
And Bloodlicker goes, oh, good. I was worried for a bit there, but it's okay. Well, I'll see you tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow night.
And she leaves the room, and I assume Steve's going to go back to his haven tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And Locke, where are you staying this night? Your haven, or just going to hang at the bar? Zach came back a little while ago, but, he was letting you and Steve have your time together.
Mm-hmm. Locke's got a lot to decompress about, so she's going back to her haven and sleeping on her shitty couch.
Okay. So, with the rising of the sun, the kindred of DC sleep. And through the day, everyone has no dreams, just the sleep of the dead in a literal sense, actually. And with the rising of the setting of the sun, the kindred rise again, so you can do your rouse checks.
Get hungry. I'm at 3.
Ooh, 3.
I'm at
That's
2.
a good number. 2? 3? Oh. Wow, everyone failed their rouse checks. Mm-hmm. The events of the last few evenings have started to take a toll, and you're getting a little bit hungrier and hungrier. So Locke and Steve, or Brian, I should say, and Lily wake. And does Locke text the rest of the group to tell them that you're supposed to go see, that Mother wants you to see him tonight, or?
She will text everyone. She says, we need to go see Mother. I need to get something to eat first.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I need 2. 2.
Okay, so where's Locke? I know you have enough dice, you can hunt pretty much anywhere. Where is Steve planning to actually hunt?
Probably just southeast.
Southeast, the rack?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can make your hunting rolls. What is Lily doing? You're getting your briefing by Thomas, of course. And actually, the manager of the Savage Garden has started to do nightly reports as well about how the business went.
Good.
And Savage Garden it's profitable, which is a good thing. It's new, so it's starting off initially profitable is a good idea. It's a positive thing. And no major acts booked yet, but
that's fine. It's mostly looking for local talent.
Right. What'd you get, Steve?
4.
4? Okay, that's enough for you to hunt.
3.
3? And where were you hunting, Locke?
Locke was hunting around her bar.
hipster neighborhood. Three's enough, barely. You almost got caught. Almost. Something odd in the air tonight. That the blood just has a flat taste and almost bitter like ash, and you don't know whether it's because of what's going on in the city or maybe it's just because in a lot of ways you're feeling down about, Brian's leaving, which means the Coterie is breaking up. You've lost Quartermain. You're about to lose your second part of the Coterie, and this may be the end of the Coterie as a whole. And so the blood tonight just doesn't give you a kind of a good taste. It's just kind of dull and lifeless. But you feed. Mm-hmm. And how much do you take? 2 each? 2?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you're back down to 1 hunger.
During my meeting with Thomas, I do let him know about Andre and to expect him routinely.
It's not a problem, man. We're open tomorrow night, so...
Mm-hmm. And that's when he should be, I think, coming. I don't know.
If it's anything like the other one you had, I expect to see him tomorrow night, because that guy was here, up
all
until
the time.
Towards the end when you had that problem with him. He was like here every time. He was always here when it was open.
Mm-hmm.
He was like first one in the door.
Mm-hmm.
That's some stalker shit, man.
I'm aware, but it does make dining easy.
I still never get over that. I understand. Yeah, I know what we've signed up for. It's just, that's still weird.
Did you take care of the thing I asked you?
Yes, ma'am. We've got it on standby. It's ready. It's fueled up.
Good.
Pilots on hand to go wherever the passengers say.
Okay, good.
They're going to do it, set up every night for the next week, and so that whatever night it is.
Whatever night it is, good.
Yes, ma'am.
Good, thank you.
To make sure the pre-flights are done and they can just go.
Mm-hmm. Just go. Okay, fantastic. Okay, very good. Thank you.
Not a problem, ma'am.
I will need Scott this evening. I have a meeting to attend.
Okay, ma'am. You're not planning to just run off and take this jet, right?
No.
Okay, as long as...
oh, darling, I would not leave you boys.
We have to worry.
You have to come with me. You know this.
You do things that... you're impulsive and you do things, and we want to make sure...
Yes, but you boys are all special to me, and I would not just abandon you.
Okay, ma'am. I'm just making sure.
Okay.
So, where does the Coterie want to meet?
We can probably meet en route, or...
I send a text. Y'all want to meet here and Scott drive us over?
Yeah. I'd rather take just one vehicle.
Sure. All right.
And I don't think y'all want the hoopty.
I like the hoopty.
I don't think Lily wants to ever ride. She's ridden in it once. That was enough. Actually, no, Lily has never ridden in it.
She has never ridden in it. Never.
There's dog hair in the back.
No.
I'm bringing Slinky. Bringing Slinky with me.
Bringing Slinky.
Yes.
So, Locke arrives at the club, and Steve takes a little bit longer because he's coming from Southeast anyway. But the Coterie gathers at the Succubus Club, and it's closed, but you guys, you have keys. You walk right in even if the door was locked. And the Coterie gathers up, and Scott's waiting by the vehicle. And
cool.
I assume you guys aren't going to have a big talk before you leave. You just hop in the vehicle and take off.
No, there is something I need to say.
Okay.
I pull something out of my pocket and just hand it to Locke and say, "Give this back to your boyfriend."
Okay. First of all, not my boyfriend, business associate. And I open up what is in the
it's
thing.
A potato.
A potato?
A potato that looks as if it's been stuck into a pipe of some sort.
I'm so confused. But okay. And
like into an exhaust pipe.
Oh. Did he do this?
I don't know. It was in the car when I left. I just thought I'd look, just in case.
The old potato in the tailpipe trick. I thought Zachary was acting kind of odd the last day or two.
I cannot... This will be... it's so nice when we don't have to maintain this anymore. So, she puts it in her backpack, the potato, and...
The potato. Throw it upside his head.
I don't know. I'd probably like that. I don't know.
He might consider that foreplay.
No.
So, y'all load up and you're riding over. Wits awareness, of course, because just because Malik's gone doesn't mean somebody might not be following you. You don't know.
Wow, that's a lot more than I usually get.
Three.
Okay, 3.
6 crit.
6 crit.
That's not... 4.
4. So you ride over there and you don't really... The city seems oddly calm tonight. It's calmer than usual. It's kind of like almost like a pause before a storm or something. And Locke, you can feel the vibe of the street. You've grown up on the street your whole life. You can tell when a city is like pausing, like a collective breath is held. But you can't really put a finger on what it might be. It's just a vibe you're getting as you're riding over there. But you don't see you followed, don't see anything with you.
I don't like this. Everything's off.
There's a Justicar in town. Of course it is.
I hope that's it. It's even the kind, though. I've felt this before.
And if you want to have any talks on the way to Rock Creek Park, you can. Otherwise, you can arrive at the park.
I was just concerned.
I look over at Brian and I say, Brian, transportation has been arranged.
Thank you.
You just need to let me know when, and it's ready.
Okay. It'll be sometime really soon.
Okay. Well, we have it prepared for any day in the next week.
Okay. Thanks, Lily.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like other than that, it's kind of a quiet, uncomfortable ride as everyone's thinking their own little thoughts about what's going on.
Of course, Thomas freaked out, wondering if I would do the same to him.
Oh, right. Of course they would, because they don't want to lose you.
Yeah.
They're bound just like any ghoul.
I had to reassure him that I wouldn't leave without my boys.
So they don't, chain you down while you're asleep.
I know, right?
I mean, that's really, the concern.
I mean, it's kinky and all, but no, really, that's not... let's not do that.
Turn you into a sippy cup.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
No.
You've seen that being done before. That was she burned up under the temple.
Yeah, no, that's not allowed.
You arrive at Rock Creek Park. And Scott pulls up at the normal entrance. He's like, I'll just stay here with the car, ma'am.
That's fine.
Be safe in there. I know you didn't bring anyone else, but you told me this place
We're
is
welcome.
Weird.
We're welcome.
Yes, if you say so, ma'am. You've been welcome a lot of places, but you've come back with
Lily just touches the side of his face and says, I know you worry about me. I'll be fine.
There's something is just weird around here right now, so that we're just on edge.
Okay.
There's combat instincts have been kicking up here lately, so I don't know what's going on, but I feel like we're in the shit, but we're not in the shit. I'm not, I feel like I'm about to get sniped, or it's an odd feeling. My hackles are up, I guess is what Miss Locke would say.
Okay. Well, let us go take care of this meeting and maybe I can figure out what's going on.
Okay. So the coterie gets out and Slinky, you let Slinky out of the back of the SUV and she pads along and she looks at you, Locke. Can I run off for a bit? I got friends. I want to go.
Yeah. You can do that.
And she immediately, just without another word, shoots off into the park.
I look over at Locke and say, you might want to ask her what she smells in the air. The animals have instincts.
And you guys know the way.
Yeah.
And you walk through the park, heading towards the outdoor amphitheater where Mother always meets with the coterie. And as you're walking through this park, it's night. Trees are overhanging, and it's a warm fall night still. You don't see the normal group that you were always shadowed in the past. You could just see it at the edge of your vision, shadowed by some human forms, some wolf forms. None of that is following with you. The park is, I'm not going to say quiet because you hear the chirps of the insects at night, so it's not that deathly silence. But it seems like the park is resting in some ways. And
hey, can I bring up Oblivion Sight just as we're walking along?
Sure.
Too?
You can bring it up, and all the shadow darkness falls away. And I mean, it's a park. You don't
I'm
see
looking
anything
for the
creeping
way
at the
for
edges
the
of the
ley
vision.
lines.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
With a crit.
I mean, you see several ley lines that run through here. That center, not far from the amphitheater. It's almost like the amphitheater was built under a nexus point of multiple ley lines that cut through.
Does anything seem off about them?
No, they just look like the lines you've seen a few times.
Okay.
And the air above, they're not, running through the ground level. They're up above the area. And Steve, you don't see any lurking lupine. You don't see any kind of, anything following you. It's just normal night. No spirits.
This is it.
None at all.
There's nothing at all.
It's just a park at night. You hear some rustling in the bushes off in the distance, though, but you suspect it could probably be some of Slinky's friends. And you arrive to the amphitheater, and the fire's not lit tonight. And there's an old woman sitting down where the fire normally would be lit. Tonight she looks a lot older than the other times you've seen her. Not in age, but she's bent, as if by a weight. And as you approach, of course, her head comes up. And she gets a small smile. Thank you for coming. Sit.
I sit.
Sit.
Have a talk with me a bit. Thank you for your help.
Thank you for yours.
Saw you lost some.
We did. Sad, but the pack survives. And as long as we survive, we're here to do our duty to protect our sites, to keep our Karn safe. But tell me of what happened with you. Bloodlicker told me she smelled the stink of one of your kind dead, and one of our kind dead as well.
Malik and one of the Black Spiral decided to try to ambush us.
And you survived.
Killed them both.
It's well done. It's not bad. The dancers were tough. Did you find what was wrong with Malik?
Yes. The, I guess, ghost or whatever evil spirit of his dead sire was riding him.
Sounds like some sort of worm taint. That's what always disturbs me about your kind. Those type things, you say it so casually, but was the spirit destroyed as well?
Yes.
Well, that's good. That's good. I had a visitor a few days ago, and a very odd man came to see me. Called himself Yosef.
Justicar.
What is a Justicar? I don't know that. I mean...
The end-all, be-all authority in the Camarilla.
Huh. He would fit. He had that air of command, of quiet power, perhaps, but he came to see me to assure me that things were changing, but the truce would hold, that we would be expected to uphold our side, and you will uphold yours, of course. But very odd, man. Don't think I'll ever get used to your kind. Bloodlicker tells me, though, that, Locke, you have some info on Greybeard.
Greybeard. Katie is
you call him Art.
Yes. You probably saw Art fight during the
I didn't.
fight.
I wasn't part of the fight. I was
Did anybody
here to guard this in case they decided while you attacked them to come and try to take the Karn from us. I've heard some disturbing things from Bloodlicker and a few of the others. A few of the others were impressed, were proud, but they're the young ones that don't understand what they saw like Bloodlicker does.
Yeah.
Your kind aren't supposed to... I mean, no insult, but you're not supposed to be better than us.
No,
in that
totally
way.
agree. He's not himself. He's not the Art you knew.
No, What do you mean?
It's, it's kindred bullshit. But the idea is that he was kind of being forced to... That nice Art was kind of an act he was forced to put on. Would you say that's, accurate, y'all? And she looks over at Lily and Steve,
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, he was being forced to put on the nice act. He even believed it.
Think of it as a form, the kindred version of possession.
Yeah.
So twice in one night, you're telling me first that a spirit took over one of your kind and made him wrong.
Uh-huh. And now one of our kind took over one of our kind.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the higher up you go, just the weirder everything gets.
Yeah.
The older you get, just anything goes. We're real reliable at this level for the crap we can do and that happens to us, but once you get past a certain age, it's who the hell knows?
Is it another spirit in control? Or?
No.
This is, what you have, that's it. There might still be some of him left. Don't depend on that to save you.
No.
So the hippie we knew.
That was a construct.
The unreliable one that...
Yeah.
And the one that he was before that I knew of my pack, only me.
Mm-hmm.
He is not there.
There might be some of that left.
Well, he has the memories. He remembers.
Yes.
Times we spent.
And there seems to be some of the core personality left as well. There's some impulse control issues.
I find nothing unsettling about impulse issues.
Right, but there's some of those traits that an old gangrel would have still present, but they are definitely overridden by something different.
Very odd.
He is not himself. You can't deal with him like he's either of those older people. There's less and less of anything you knew before. I never knew him before, I only knew the hippie, but there's even less and less of that day by day. And he's becoming something that is very dangerous. And just you have to be careful, even if it means just keeping out of his way.
So what does he want?
The old ones want to fight.
Each other.
Each other.
He seeks the Oracle.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know?
She slumbered long here. My clan has always known she was here. You don't have one like that sleeping that we don't know about, at least.
Oh, good question. Is that it? Is that all we have to worry about, or are there more?
We didn't know there was any other than her here, and now you say that there's an old one in
he was hidden.
Graybeard?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that he was hidden behind the mask, and that's why a lot of people missed it.
And I believe prior to that, he may have slept under the conservatory.
One of your kind stays there, if my people are right.
Yes. But, yeah, he's, dangerous.
That's
And,
an understatement.
yeah, exceptionally dangerous. Like, I'm not even sure the Justicar scares me nearly as much as that does. Okay? And I am Camarilla through and through, and Justicar is supposed to be one of the most dangerous beings on the face of the planet. So, I can tell you that it is best to avoid him if you can.
Well, I mean...
And the Oracle does not sleep anymore.
She woke?
Yep.
Yes, I woke her.
After this night, you will no longer come to my park.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, do you understand?
I understand very well.
If you step in the lands my pack control, I will kill you.
Yes, ma'am.
But it explains a lot. Can you not feel? The city knows she's awake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sense of dread.
Death walks the streets.
Mm-hmm.
The whole city knows. Though, I don't think they realize it. The mortals are always funny, what they can sense. You would think that the same thing that prevents them from remembering when they see one of us in our other forms would prevent them from realizing what walks the street. But your kind are always so unsettling. Servants of the worm. He woke her. You won't convince me you're not servants of the worm. The truce will hold. I do believe it is important. But you should have left her sleeping.
I've been told that many times now. and it would, as it turns out, have been good advice to listen to.
Don't you have any elders that could have advised you on this? I mean,
our elders don't take responsibility for the young.
Going back to the older they get, the weirder they are. You really don't want to listen to the older ones because they're all fucking crazy. So no, we don't really have elders. I mean, Tabitha's technically, she's my sire, but she's not much older than me.
See, and that's what's wrong with your people. You have no elder to guide your packs. You don't keep the wisdom of the ones who've survived it.
Nope. See, but the thing is that we just don't fucking die. So we think we can just keep it all to ourselves and it's fine and we'll just learn it. But then it doesn't get passed on because we don't actually tell anybody. And it's just, and there's no training. Onboarding is terrible for our kind.
Onboarding? I've heard that used before.
When I learned it
I heard a Glasswalker say that once, talk about onboarding. We don't have any, of course, in our car, and they don't associate with us. But I heard a Glasswalker speak of that before.
What's a Glasswalker?
One of our kind that play in technology.
Mm.
I'm not going to go into big details with the likes of you, but there's not just one clan, much like we have different septs, different bloodlines, you might say, I think would be the way to describe it. And we are the clan of the Bone Gnawers, the outcasts of our own kind. We slink in the cities. We've chosen to be, well, I don't know if it was a choice really, but are the ones who hide in the cities and get by surviving that way in parks like these. The Glasswalkers are more in touch with technology than we are. But as everything, there's different groups, and some like others more than some others. It's complicated, I guess you should say. We're all family. But family squabbles a lot. So, you know.
Yeah. One piece of advice. If you see anyone's eyes change, run. I know you like fights and shit, but run if you see anyone's eyes change.
Well, we're a little more in touch with the worm. It's a little harder to control
yeah, but
us.
It could be a wormy person, but if a wormy person's eyes change, run, that's a problem with Oracle and Greybeard kind of bullshit. That's that level of problem.
I shall make the pack. I will ensure my pack understands that. We took losses, but we're fine.
You just don't need to get caught up in our bullshit.
Yeah. What? And Mother looks a little uncomfortable for a second. What is going on with Bloodlicker and Tabitha?
I mean, okay, look. So, okay, you know Tabitha and, Art were a thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody knew. People over in fucking California knew. Everybody knew they were a thing, but, with the whole facade getting ripped off bullshit, so they're broken up, and, according to Tabitha, they are roommates, because I needed Tabitha to stay somewhere safe, while Art was adjusting to the new reality of being an asshole. And they kind of, they lived together for so long, she didn't really have her own place, or that she didn't know about, and so that felt and it's fine, I mean...
She seems awful close to Flameback.
What's a Flameback?
Well, that's our name for Tabitha.
Oh, okay, yeah. They're, you know what, they're chill. And...
After...
They seem nice.
Some members of the pack have concerns of Bloodlicker because there was the incident of her and Zachary, and then now she's had another of your kind move in with her. We just...
Well, Tabitha's just real nice, and Zachary is... I mean, he's kind of he's stupid but cute, and I don't know if that translates, but I feel like that's a universal thing, that's stupid and cute.
Oh, we have
to...
many pups like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that she actually may have I think they may have known each other before his thing. So that happens sometimes, and they broke up. Because stupid and cute only lasts so long.
Truth.
They quit being pups eventually.
Mm-hmm. And then they just get old and stupid.
Yeah.
Well, in our
she's
ways,
not
those
into
don't
him
normally
now.
survive.
She just wanted to make him cry a little bit, which, I mean, I've been there. Well, not for the same reasons, but, so it's fine.
I just worry because Bloodlicker will most likely take my place when my time comes.
Oh.
And I have to worry that she is not compromised, I guess would be the word to put. But that's fine as long as she understands what comes first.
And of all of us, Tabitha is one of the best. She is truly a pacifist now.
Well, I wouldn't call that best. You must fight to survive the wild.
But she did.
She has always been true to us. She's always dealt honestly and fairly and shared her information that she's gathered with her rat friends.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, George.
He's gone.
He is gone.
Bloodlicker told me that his rats were no longer providing reports, so I didn't know if he had left or...
He was destroyed.
Yeah.
He was killed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have a change in management coming. And after that settles, I may try to help out with the rat situation, but I'm kind of holding back to see what happens until then.
Well, Bloodlicker approves of you as well, which also questions her judgment a bit. To some of the younger, I am fine. It's the younger members of the pack. I worry that she will get challenges she doesn't need. Too many challenges distract you from needing your pack. I know it's our way, but it's not the time. So, she's dealt honestly, and you would be welcome to add more, of course, as long as the information is shared between the groups. But George was an odd one.
Yeah.
He forgot so many things. I've met him a few times, but he was always struck me unlike the rest of your kind, as not very shrewd, I guess. Almost childlike at times.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll miss George.
But it's okay, I guess. That's your politics. Your kind will handle yours as long as we were assured, the truce will stay in effect. Because that's important to us.
Yeah.
And that's what this Yosef told us, that somebody new will be coming to run it. I thought you just got a new prince, as you call it, and then...
Normally they last longer, but, you know...
Stanford was a bastard.
I didn't have dealings with him, but he seemed...
He really did some very bad things, and when word got around about that, he was eliminated.
Well, he didn't seem to do anything with us. He didn't care about our reports. He didn't... I mean, he didn't send anybody in our park, of course.
He was far more interested in destroying Kine and other kindred.
Yeah, he came with, like, an agenda. It was super weird. Like, you could not be a prince and just get shit done that way. It's actually a lot easier. I mean, it's Nosferatu. You can be invisible and all kinds of weird shit and smoke and kinds of stuff and just get it done that way. But pride goeth whatever, you know.
What was that old saying? Pride cometh before the fall.
Mm-hmm. And oh, how he fell.
Mm-hmm.
Who sits on a throne of all things? A throne. So odd, I tell you. Who sits on the throne doesn't matter to me, as long as everything is respected and we continue as forward, because, again, this is not the time for our normal state of business, I guess, to continue. It's...
The humans are getting too smart.
The hunters have grown stronger, as has the worm. But the city, it knows.
Mm-hmm.
The hunter walks the streets again. The Oracle. I'll have to have more of my pack stay with me in case she comes for a car.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Well, thank you for coming and speaking with this old lady.
Thank you for inviting us, Mother.
Thank you.
The burden of command weighs heavy. Even on your kind, I guess.
Indeed.
You'd be well to remember. And Steve, you would be well to remember. Sometimes you should let the sleeping beast lie.
It's true. Yes.
Then she gets up, and tonight she's actually got a walking stick that you're not used to seeing her use.
She's aging.
As she's walks away, and she seems to have a slight limp, as if she maybe have gotten wounded recently.
Mm-hmm.
Which may have made sense because Blood Liquor had mentioned that there was some pack business that had to be handled before the raid.
And as she's walking, Mother, thank you. Thank you for the new option, should it become necessary.
Have a good evening. And she goes into a little building that's not far from it, where you can see there's, something in there. A light, probably a little lantern. Leaving you alone in this amphitheater. Still all the insects chirping and not a sight to be seen of any.
I get up and go to leave.
Okay.
Yeah, just leave, get up. Keep an eye out.
I'm not going to loiter in their terror.
Yeah.
So the coterie heads out to the vehicle.
Whistle for Slinky.
And you whistle, and by the time you get to the edge of the park, Slinky comes bounding up. And she's like jumping a bit.
Yeah.
So much weird stuff happens, but it is a good time. I got to say hi to everybody, and
We'll come back.
Yeah, Moonlight, she had some cubs recently, and so there's a bunch of little ones. They're so cute when they're that tiny, you just, you got to scruff them and shake them around a bit, and they yip so much. It's so fun.
I wish you could work a cell phone. That'd be so good to have a picture of. Oh.
Why would I want a picture? I remember it clearly.
Then I could see them.
Next time we'll go, I'll take you. Just let me eat some 2 legs and it'll be a deal.
I'll find you some 2 legs. Sure, yeah. Okay. Fair trade.
And you get over to the vehicle and Scott's sitting there like, ma'am, nobody came to the vehicle at all.
Good.
It was all clear.
Good.
And you guys load up. Where are you telling him to take you? I know Locke's car is at the Succubus Club and so Steve's, but do you guys go straight back? You want to drive and have a chat? And where are we going, ma'am?
I leave it up to my friends.
Miss Locke?
Yes?
Steve? What are we doing?
I drive around.
Yeah, drive around a little bit.
Okay, we'll take the Beltway around and then go back to the club after we do the Beltway loop. It's late, it's clear, It's not like it's a lot of traffic. We'll do a loop on the Beltway.
Okay.
And he puts the divider up between the front and the back and heading towards 295 to get onto the Beltway, leaving the coterie to chat in the vehicle.
I think you should leave sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I mean, I'm not going to draw this out. This needs to go.
None of this feels right.
If y'all need to borrow money, I can loan you some.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Now, should we talk to Lily about some of the other things that the madam told us?
Do you want to know, Lily? I mean, we're coming to a point where knowing things is actually probably a better thing than not knowing them.
Then tell me.
Go for it, Steve.
No, you.
No, you.
Locke didn't take notes.
Mike absolutely did not take notes.
Okay, well, since the Oracle seems to be on everybody's mind, she's been here a very long time. Even before the madam, who's been here 500 years. And she's been sleeping the whole time. From what the madam says, she was actually stronger than Golden Eyes.
I don't think that's the case anymore.
No, she isn't. No, and the madam said so, that because she's been asleep and because Theo's been awake, I mean, even though submerged in art, he is the stronger of the two at this point. And that she is scared.
Mm-hmm. And it is always dangerous when a kindred is scared.
Yes. Yeah, very much so.
So, I mean, he definitely, he's stronger because he's been awake. He's stronger because he has that stupid axe.
He's stronger because he has a 1,500-year-old gangrel body.
Mm-hmm.
That too.
They are, I will have to admit, if you're gonna just go after like the chassis of a vampire, you could, Gangrel Body's pretty good to go with. We're tough little nuts.
You are tough little nuts.
So, I mean, that's the scariest thing is you've got a tough little nut body and then a Ventru up here, and that's just...
a dangerous fucking mind. Yeah. With, durability as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yeah.
And I guess there's no chance we can arrange a let's you and him fight between the Justicar and Theo.
No. No.
I think they're going to find that time anyway. That this is something that's going to happen above our heads. Or it could happen at the coronation. Maybe that'll be the main show.
I don't think we're going to have any involvement in that whatsoever.
No, I don't want to be involved in any of it, but I think involvement may happen whether we want to or not.
Well, it's unfortunate, but you both made alliances with her.
Yes.
I didn't. I tried not to.
Well, you started to.
Yeah, no. It's...
But...
There was a ring that was thrown in the river at her request.
So...
It's a thing that I'll tell you. Don't judge those who have been through it until you've had somebody sitting in your head.
I get it. I do. I'm not judging. I'm just saying I think that's what led, to if you are involved, that's why.
I mean, I doubt that anybody who's had this in their head really had a choice from day one.
Oh, I get it. I'm not judging. Please don't take it as judging, because I'm not. I'm just stating the fact that that's why you would be involved even if you don't want to be.
Honestly, I think the whole city's going to end up involved. From everything that I've learned about what happens when people of that caliber get head up. Like, everyone's get head up. So.
I think she'll pull a Theo and run.
I mean, that'd be great. Whoa, watch her run where you run, Steve. Ha!
Oh. Why did you even think about that? Oh my god.
I don't know where you're going, so,
Think about it. She's scared. She's not as powerful. She can't fight him head on.
No, she can't.
She has to buy more time to get stronger.
And to be honest, it's not like, Steve, you and I would last 2 seconds against Bart. Like,
yeah, not even that.
Yeah, no. We're so not,
So I think she'll pull a Theo and she's going to run and hide until she can gun up.
That'd be great. That'd be real convenient.
So. No, it depends on who she takes to do the Theo trick with.
Right.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And we don't have any 1,500-year-old...
Gangrel, no.
No, or Lasombra. Well, actually, there is one in... I'm not sure exactly how old he is, but he's
he's
Chicago.
Older than that.
In Chicago? The Hound?
Oh, I don't know. He might be that old, but yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get here.
People coming to town, though. I mean, they're bringing a whole court, aren't they?
I didn't hear that they're necessarily bringing a whole court.
Well, I think
they'll fill in who they need to fill in. They're definitely bringing Tremere.
Oh, yeah, because we're kind of, fresh.
We're gutted? Yeah.
We have a clan of one. They're probably going to bring in, at least by my count, I would say 3. At least 3 people. At least 3 new kindred. I would say more, to be honest. Like, they're going to bring in...
I would say at least 10.
10 sounds like a good number. 10 is a buffet for somebody who's like, hey, I need someone more powerful, because they're not going to be bringing some 13th gens or some 12th to 8th their way up. They're going to be bringing older people.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way you put that.
What?
The ones that ate their way up.
Mm-hmm.
But, they're going to be bringing people who are old. in to do this, especially since they're putting
not necessarily elder, but it might be some of the younger elders and possibly some insulae.
Yeah, because I would say that makes sense because they're putting a prince on the throne who is
younger,
relatively young. So they're going to want older people kind of
to bring some validity to her claim.
Yeah, and for protection. Like, it does give you kind of like, if everybody was young, then it would be a constant threat. If you've got a couple, like, I don't know, 10th gens chilling out, just looking menacing, you would think twice. We're going after, what is she? 11th? 12th? She's not 13th. I know she's not 13th.
No, I think she's 12th. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to know.
Yeah, because you can get some of the older ones are still out there, like,
It's really hard to know. I mean, I don't know how old Gino is. So
yeah, it's but yeah, it's a thing. That's why I'm kind of like, the coronation could be a moment. Oh, and we have, we've got this, Archon and Justicar in town. They probably look like a snack. Just saying, like, if I were old and hungry and bored,
the problem is if one Justicar gets destroyed, guess what they send next? All of them.
She might be real hungry. Who knows? I mean, I don't know how powerful they are. They are very powerful, but I don't know, like, at that level how powerful. I don't know if they should be thinking that way.
I mean, I doubt they're Granger powerful, built up in everyone else's mind.
No, they are legit powerful, and so when you destroy one, they send all of them.
I mean, I am okay with that plan of the tower. I actually feel like that's a great plan.
And usually there's not a city left.
Well, there's always Richmond. Richmond's a drive, but
yeah. So let's hope that one doesn't look like a snack.
Yeah, I feel like I have nothing but bad plans.
Yeah.
That I'm realizing are possible plans.
Yeah. So okay.
So yeah, get out of town, Brian.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
So you guys ride around the Beltway.
Yeah. And get back to the club.
Where Locke grabs her card. Steve's got his. Steve's got plans to finish making. Make sure he's ready to go. And pretty sure Locke now wants to have a talk with Bloodlicker after what Mother revealed.
Yeah.
And Lily?
Message Bloodlicker and say we should talk? ?
Comes back. Sure thing. I'll be by later.
Okay.
And the Coterie goes their ways. Shortly after, everyone goes their ways. Where's Lily this night? Is she in her office? And she in her private quarters?
She's in her private quarters.
Lily's in her private quarters when there's a knock at her door. Ma'am, and it's Thomas.
I open the door.
Standing beside Thomas is a man you don't recognize. But you recognize the look on Thomas's face. It's blank. It is passive. And the man, long blonde hair, wearing nondescript clothes. He looks decidedly average, as you've seen many a time. And the man bows to you.
What did you do to him?
Lillian Sanger. I am Michael Killian, Herald of the Camarilla. You are commanded this night to come before Prince Karina for judgment to be passed. You will come with me now.
Let's go then.
Locke, You arrive at Purgatory. And as you come in, you pull your car, of course, to the back garage. And as you enter the room where the kindred normally hang out, there is a woman there waiting for you. One you never wanted to see. Long black hair and a white dress, skin of alabaster. She stands there as you come in, unblinking, and just stares at you. Hello, dark child. The time has come. Why did you spurn my gift? I thought we had an arrangement.
Fear. I don't know what kind of family you were offering.
The family you wanted. I told you, serve me and you will have your family. Do you wish to be free of me, young one? Do you truly wish your freedom?
Does that mean you'll destroy me?
No. You will serve me one last time and you will have your family. You will do as I command, or I will destroy Tabitha. I have her now. You will call Mallory to you, and you will bring him to my slumber place. The way will be open for you. Do this, and you can have her back and have your family. Fail to serve me, and what I said will be true. You will have no family. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Thank you. And you see her just casually walk right out the back door. Steve, you get a text on your way home from Esmeralda. Let's meet up to leave. And she gives you an address.
Okay.
And this is where we end this session. With each one of you being contacted in one way by somebody, and Steve hoping to flee. And I'd like to thank the players for this session, and I'd like to thank the viewers for watching. If you want to talk about this episode, pop over the Discord right there. Links in the chat. You want to catch our back episodes? We've got 60 days here on Twitch. Anything beyond that, pop over to the YouTube. We put the links in chat. We put all this in chat. We love this. If you like our show, you want to give us a follow here on Twitch, go ahead. If you really want to support the show, you can give us a subscribe. We're happy with that. If you're on YouTube watching us, give us a subscribe. Cost you nothing. We're pushing forward, on that. If you want to play some Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Locke knows a guy. She does a thing. So hit up Kay Cunning on Twitter. All the cast Twitter is right here in chat. Hit her up on Twitter. Hit her up on Discord. She's on McStabber's Lounge too. Hit her up. She can tell you where to play Pathfinder. You can play with her, which is cool. So if you haven't gotten enough Locke over time, because there's a lot of Katie and Locke. That's like all of us who play characters. There's a lot of us in our characters, and that's a big thing. Every Sunday, if you're watching this, every Sunday, 6 p.m., DC by Night. We'll see how long that goes on. Tuesday nights at 8 p.m., Haunted Chronicles. New name, same dark story. It's Chronicles Death Game with Tam Shoot. It's really dark. Every Wednesday, DC by Night vignettes until there isn't. Saturdays, 1 p.m., Ishvel, D&D 5th Edition. And we had our announcement this week. We have got our cast for Wraith the Oblivion. We're doing a stream called Wraith Life Derailed, starting in July, about mid-July somewhere. We haven't got our firm date yet, but we're getting it. And it's going to be a very dark game. But for those who haven't seen Wraith, it is designed as an introduction for the viewers and the players. They're going to start alive, be turned into Wraiths. You're going to get to see what it means to be a Wraith as the players do. So it's going to be a great if you're wanting to learn about Wraith. So anyone have anything they'd like to add? Other than, oh, fuck.
Yeah, well, yeah, that goes without saying.
So, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. And Good night.
Good night.
This is a story. This is Richmond. It's related to our story, but it doesn't start here. The story starts on a train. I mean, why not a train? You don't have to drive and you can drink. You can drink a lot. It's a nice way to get from A to B without a care in the world. Oh yeah, did I mention? We're all dead. And you know all that afterlife crap they give you? Well, turns out things are a little different than that.